G'day everybody, I'm Jessica Rochefort. I am a musician and we are going to do a deep dive into the song Fight or Flight.
The trauma still remains when the love and the pain come from the same source. Fight or flight will be my course.
So the song Fight or Flight came from a desire to be angsty, feel the feelings, and to write a rock song. And write a song where people could just listen and relate and say, I've been there. I know what that feels like. I've been in that flight or fight mode. I've been in that space of feeling overwhelmed, submerged in my struggle of illness, whether mental or physical, trauma, insert issue here and relate. I have been pursuing doctors, medication, many different things for all of my health issues that I've had for a really, really long time. I think we're in year 9-ish. Still struggling with, but getting better. When talking with my doctor about my nervous system, your parasympathetics and your sympathetics, you know, you've got your fight or flight and then your rest and digest. I just viscerally understood what he was talking about when he first described all of that to me, and how even if my circumstances in my life are good, I still have stress that isn't even necessarily conscious, because my body is holding on to all of this trauma that it doesn't need to anymore. It's safe, it needs to relax, and it can't. It doesn't know how. And so that's where I was coming from personally with this song. Specifically, I write about it and sing about it in the bridge. Fight or flight, is there a chance I might not need to do one or the other anymore? Please, can I be in a place I find myself resting and digesting life a little more? That's really the epicenter of what the entire song is about. The production behind this song it began with a guitar, but not a real one. I just picked out a MIDI on my computer, added a little bit more of a beefy, grungy tone to it, just started playing on my keyboard something that sounded cool. Of course, it took me until later that I realized to use the same 4 chords over and over through the entire song, but I don't care, it sounds great. Then I added drums and a bass line and some synth pads, but super basic, just something to, again, get the angst out, feel the feelings. And then I sent that off to my producers down in Nashville for them to prettify it. I do have a specific memory from recording the vocals in Nashville. So when we were recording the vocals, the beautiful vocals, not the demo vocals I do in my basement, in Nashville with Zod Lounge. Hi, Tom. Hi, Brett. I also, during this trip, took 2 of my friends with me. And Rachel grabbed my camera and came in the booth with me. She took some video of me performing the song.
Do I fight for my freedom or fly, afraid of another attack?
It's just really fun watching back at that and remembering how much fun this song was to record, because I got to belt and feel like a rock star wearing my Pikachu sweatshirt. It's good stuff. All right, music video time. A week before doing the official filming, we went to a friend's pool and we tested everything out to see if what we were thinking for the underwater shooting was gonna work. My mom had bought 3 queen sheets, and then we sewed all those together to make a giant black curtain so that we could put that in the pool, hang it there. We took some black socks, actually, great idea, Mark, and put rocks in it. And then we tied them and used those as weights to keep the backdrop from billowing in the water, because sometimes it was very restless and it would like to move around with every tiny little movement we made underwater. So it would look like I was floating in deep ocean, splashing into deep ocean, swimming, playing, dancing under the water, whatever we wanted. And Jason, my videographer from Revo Media, hi Jason, he waves. He's behind the camera right now. And Mom, hi Mom. He bought a new setup for his camera to make sure that it could go underwater. This casing you can't hear a thing because the microphone can't pick anything up in it, but it can go underwater, be submerged, hang out under there for as long as it needs to be, and that worked awesome. And then we were ready to shoot. So then next week we filmed all of the underwater footage. The process of filming is I would run and jump in the water, or I would just sink in the water while Jason is holding onto the camera, and he had Jackie just kind of like making sure he stayed down and he didn't float up so that we could keep filming for longer. Don't worry about it. We had a certified lifeguard there just in case something happened. It's good. The woman who owns the pool is a certified lifeguard. I was treading water in this dress. Well, technically it's not a dress. It's actually a top and a skirt, fun fact, where the top was built out of a corset that we attached the fabric to, and then the skirt came around it. The reason why the dress is ombre is because I wanted it to be a visual expression with the ombre, how it goes from kind of that fleshy pink into like a deep navy blue, how blurred our world can feel and how blurred we can feel when we feel like we're drowning. So that's why we chose that. That and it looked cool. And while it looks real good, I love it aesthetically, functionally, not my best idea. It did not make swimming easy because it was so hard to breathe and I had to be holding my breath underwater for who knows how long. I think I maybe lasted 20 seconds once and that was max. I was hoping I would be able to hold it for longer. It did not happen. We were there for overall 5 to almost 6 hours. And I was treading water for most of that. Part of with my health stuff is that I am very prone to getting adrenaline fatigue. I had to throw up water a couple times. Overall, I have to say, it was fun. It was just really exhausting. So that goes for the pool. Let's take a drive west to Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is the best. I definitely, having grown up here, have a bias towards fresh water instead of salt water. The benefit of having Lake Michigan is it does look very ocean-esque. We show up and it's kind of cloudy out, which is the mood I wanted. I want it to be very gloomy looking. Jason had his underwater set up for his camera again, and we start filming where I'm just kind of like struggling, you know, doing all this kind of fun stuff. And we did that for a couple hours, but then the clouds parted their ways and the sun came out. Took a little bit of a break, and Jason brought his guitar so we could kind of hang and jam, and there's another video of that that is on my social media that you can watch of us just jamming on the beach in between scenes. You can see all of this fun stuff in the behind the scenes on my YouTube. And then we went back out when a whole bank of clouds came in, actually, thank you, Lord. And Jackie had the speaker while my mom played the song off of my phone so I could sing along to it. Just did more of the singing and the waves and playing around in it. And once again, exhausting. We were there for probably another 5 to 6 hours. We got that break in the middle, which was awesome and very good timing, because I think if I would have been out any more for even that first part, I would have been drained. But by the end of this second filming bunch, I was drained. I was so exhausted. And thankfully, right after we did that, I got to lay on the ground for a shot, so that was nice. And then we did some drone footage and went home. Overall, a lot of fun, just really tiring. That is a theme on a lot of these. And you can watch all the fun stuff of us splashing around and getting angsty on YouTube. The behind the scenes are also on YouTube. So subscribe, follow, hit the bell, do all that fun stuff, and follow me on social media. Let's hang out over there. Jess Ross Schaefer on pretty much anything.
Trauma still remains when the love and the pain come from the same source.